Brown Day, and Sunday, Daily Reflections, Fashion Sunday. AA Preamble. Alcohol Anonymous is a fellowship of people who share their experience, strength, and hope with each other that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We are self supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organization, or institution. It does not wish to engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. Newcomers, come to our meeting for 5 days and see how you like it. We'll put you to work. Please introduce yourself as an alcoholic when speaking. Now, please join me in the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Now back to you, Jann, in the Boulder studio.
All right. Thank you. Excellent. Thank you for reading. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Newcomers Slipper Step Workshop. So today we're going to read a little bit about gratitude as Bill sees it. And then we're going to talk about how you got reborn in AA and how well things have worked out. And we're going to read the first three in gratitude, pages 19, 29, 37, and 67. Who has the book? Raise your hand if you have the book. Yeah, raise your hand in down here at the bottom. There you go. There you go. You want to read page. Okay, you read page 67. Go ahead, Aaron. You're up.
My name is Aaron, and I am an alcoholic. And this is page 67 of As Bill Sees It, titled Thousands of Founders. Well, I thank God that I was privileged to be an early member of AA. I honestly wish that the word founder could be eliminated from the AA vocabulary. When you get right down to it, everyone who has done any amount of successful 12-step work is bound to be the founder of a new life for other alcoholics. AA was not invented. Its basics were brought to us through the experience and wisdom of many great friends. We simply borrowed and adapted their ideas. Thankfully, we have accepted the devoted services of many non-alcoholics. We owe our very lives to the men and women of medicine and religion. And speaking for Dr. Bob and myself, I gratefully declare that had it not been for our wives, Anne and Lois, neither of us could have lived to see AA's beginnings. This is letters 1945, 1966, and 1966.
Here's Beethoven rocking out Christmas Day. Welcome to Newcomers Slipper Step Workshop. Merry Christmas, everybody. And go ahead, Ron. You're up. You want to read the next one?
I'm Ron, I'm an alcoholic, page 37, A Full and Thankful Heart. One exercise that I practice is to try for a full inventory of my blessings and then for a right acceptance of the many spiritual gifts that are mine, both temporal and spiritual. Here I try to achieve a state of joyful gratitude. When such a brand of gratitude is repeatedly affirmed and pondered, it can finally displace the natural tendency to congratulate myself on whatever progress I may have been able to make in some areas of living. I try hard to hold fast to the truth that a full and thankful heart cannot entertain great conceits. When brimming with gratitude, one's heartbeat must surely result in outgoing love, the finest emotion that we can ever know. And that's from the Grapevine, March of 1962.
All right, Joe, you're up next. Thank you.
Hello. Sorry, page 29.
You're asking me, are you following along? Do you know what you're doing?
I am following. I just had to find the page and unmute.
It's 37.
Oh, we just did 37. Okay.
29?
What? I just went from
Okay, Naaman, how about you?
It's
37.
29.
Oh, it's 29? Go ahead.
29.
I thought we just did 29. It's 37.
Oh, then we skipped 37.
We skipped 37. No. We
Go ahead,
skipped.
Naaman. Do it.
A full and thankful heart, page 37. One exercise that I practice is to try for a full inventory of my blessings and then for a right acceptance of the many gifts that are mine, both temporal or spiritual. Here I try to achieve a state of joyful gratitude. When such a brand of gratitude is repeatedly affirmed and pondered, it can finally displace the natural tendency to congratulate myself on whatever progress I may have been enabled to make in some areas of living. I try hard to hold fast to the truth that a full and thankful heart cannot entertain great conceits. When brimming with gratitude, one's heartbeat must surely result in outgoing love, the finest emotion that we can ever know. Pass. I think it goes to 29. But I don't know.
Perfect. Excellente. That's Italian. Or not. Well, it's Christmas here on Newcomers Slippery Step Motion. And we're in an AA meeting. Everybody's trying to stay sober today. Very cool. So, hey, Jen, hi. Are you? Let me just ask you a couple things here. Oh, Mark's got 14 years. Way to go, Mark. So, the fact that you're British and you have 14 years, that's remarkable. You're probably the only one in the country. Hey, Jen, how are you? Are you here for AA? Where are you calling from? Incidentally, everybody has to talk to us, and Mark thinks it's funny because I knew it. You would. Not many of us get sober here. No, when you go to the pub at 11 o'clock every day, how do you manage to do that? So, Jen, are you here for AA? Where are you calling from? How long you been sober, kid? If you have a cat or dog, it's okay to bring him to the meeting today because it's Christmas. Hey, Aaron, did you know that my cat comes sometimes? He's here today. Yeah, yeah. JT, look at that background. Did you make that? Wow, that is something else. Yeah.
Merry Christmas, JT Alcoholic. I'm not alone right now, so if I speak in coded language,
You're not alone?
no,
None
I'm
of
at a
us are
Christmas. No, I mean I'm at a Christmas party. You can probably hear the background. So I
No, I
just had
can't.
a wonderful Christmas Eve and day. Had a lot of great food, non-drama, non-drama for me especially, which was nice. And anyways, I'm grateful to be here.
And you know, none of us are alone, JT. We all have
Right.
God with us,
Amen.
and He's with us at this meeting.
Amen.
Beethoven wrote a special symphony about God called
What was that?
The Ninth
Oh,
Symphony.
the Ninth Symphony. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. That's him reaching out to God. And all right. We get reborn when we come into AA. We quit drinking and something happens, and it's something beyond self. I was talking to a few AA people earlier, and they were saying, well, we get to revitalize self. And it's like, no, we actually have this other thing happen where the divine comes into our soul and reborns us. Um, why is that? Because alcohol takes over our body like a crazy demon and tries to destroy us. And unless we can find something to heal us, we are doomed. The big book says we're doomed. The first 100 members of AA all stayed sober, 80% too. 100%. And today, AA has about a 10% success rate. The reason is the first 100 members did this 12-step process, which takes you through going from self to healing, to good, to God, to out of alcoholism and into healing. They did this 12-step process. Today, nobody does the 12-step process in AA meetings, and they all die. Here we live, and we're proof of it. We are proof. We are slightly reborn into something. It ain't self. I can tell you that. It's just, it's something new happens to us. Isn't that true, JT? You know, what is
Yeah,
that?
I mean, I'm much more aware when I go about my day of what I'm doing. It's like I
Yeah,
can observe myself a little better, and I I don't I don't bite if I don't react. You know, I just sort of the pause thing. I don't have it down 100%, but I'm confronted with drama, aggression in the office,
yeah,
people saying something. I'm my first reaction is to just stop
yeah.
and you know, just sort of feel what's going on and try to not get
Do you
emotional,
do you
not to
feel the
react
spirit of
emotionally.
God has come into you?
Yes, I feel I'm connected. I get little messages from the universe, I like to think, in very subtle ways, you know, and but
All right,
I'm not 100. I definitely can improve my spirituality. I think that's really well.
let's go over to Aaron. Love the
Yeah.
background today. Aaron, how about you? You have the
What's the
spirit of
question?
God, spirit
The
of
Spirit
God
of God?
come into you at all? Are you being healed at all?
Yes, several times. I just have to be open and honest and willing to receive it. I find I get little spiritual awakenings every day. I just have to be open and willing to see it, and then then I receive it.
That's what AA is all
Yeah.
about having the spirit, healing spirit, come into us and heal us. And some people think that the self, who we are, can heal us. But we found, it says in the big book, no human power could have relieved our alcoholism. God could and would if he were sought. And in a way, that's what today is all about for humanity.
But we
And
have
then
access to that year round.
Beethoven writes about it right here. Excuse me. How about you, Joe? Merry
How
Christmas.
about how about me for what? Do I feel God or
Absolutely. Yeah, do you?
well, I feel calmer, and it's more than just having or not having alcohol.
You like Beethoven?
I don't know very much. I like classical music, but I don't know a lot
Yeah.
about it.
This is Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, the chorale. It's he's singing to God. Jeff, how about you? Feel like God has entered your life?
Yes, Jeff Alcoholic. Yes, because he wasn't there on a working basis or practical basis before. I'm there for my life. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. See, so I'm there. That I'm participating. I'm there in my life, and I know the tools that I'm supposed to use to keep myself on track. And now it's up to me to use them to reach out to that higher power, because that higher power is there. It's not just a, like used to say in the old days, an insurance policy. It's not something that you know it. You know, it's there as an addendum way down the line. It is there. The spirit, the higher power of spirit, and it is there. You know, to rule. And if I will just tap into that, then I'll know what I'm supposed to do. And the results are the higher powers, not mine. I have to keep reminding myself, Jan, not to take my will back, rather to align my will. Thank
It's
you for letting me share that.
Christmas. It's Christmas Day, you know that? Christmas Day. kind of a celebration. It's a celebration of God worldwide. For us in AA, it's another day to recognize um, something has changed in us. We're
Mhm.
not operating out of self anymore. I don't know about you, but I feel like I am standing on God's shoulders. You know, God, it is Him, not me. And I Beethoven hit that right on the head. Hey, Anna, how about you? Go ahead. You and God.
Hi, Anna, alcoholic. Um, yeah, I definitely have always had God in my life and always trusted in him, but have had a complicated relationship, I guess, recently, just with like a lot that's gone on, like losing faith and regaining it. Um, yeah, I wanted to just share this letter. Um, I my original sobriety date was this past January 23rd. Um, and you know, a lot has happened in the last year. Um, good things and bad things. But we were asked to write a letter to ourselves in a moment of burning desire or a moment of feeling weakness in the residential treatment that I was in February. Um, so I said, stop and think about what you're about to do. You've made it this far and worked so hard to have the courage to take the hardest steps. Don't undo what you've done for yourself, for your family, and your friends. All of those mornings feeling like you're dying is just one more morning closer to death. You are worth being here, and everything that has happened does not define who you are. There is so much more to live for, to look forward to, and all of the things that you love to do, see, and feel are waiting for you. This is your life, and you can choose to lose everything for one thing or lose one thing for everything. So take a step back and see how much love there is in life that is ready to be embraced and envelop your body, mind, and soul. You are stronger than you think. And throughout the day, remind yourself that it's not worth it. You are worth it. So listen to your heart because your brain is sabotaging your progress.
Welcome to Newcomers Slipper Step Workshop. We're here every day, and here we sponsor you, take you through the steps, give reading assignments, writing assignments. Um, you've entered into an AA class, AA 101, AA University, and if you want to get sober and stay sober and stop slipping, this is where it all happens, right here. Today we're playing Beethoven and Handel. They seem to have a deep relationship with God. Beethoven wrote this one when he was uh, blind and deaf. Pretty amazing, huh? Where's so Mark in England? How you doing, Mark? How about you? Relationship with
Hey
God?
man. Yeah, relationship with God. I try to turn to God for everything because it's the only thing I've ever found has worked for me. I haven't found anything else that's actually worked in my life. So, I suppose my relationship is, dependent on how willing I am to surrender and give in, and that varies a lot.
Does God touch you? Do you feel Him in your soul, in your heart, in
Very
your?
much. Well, I think my soul comes from God, so of course I feel God there. But I feel God in every aspect of my life.
It's amazing how that happens, huh? So when we're drinking, not so much, but then we get sober, we do this process, and you know, you're one of the lucky few where God actually enters into your being, and you like we have a new lease on life. The big book says we were reborn.
Yeah, cool.
Well, Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
What a great day this is, isn't it? Um, Let's go over to, let's see, we have some other people here. How's it? Harry, you're in the United Kingdom. How are you? How's it going? 7 days sober. How about you and God? Anything? Jann to Harry. Beethoven wrote this as a kind of a praise to God. Over 260 people in the orchestra, and he couldn't even hear or see when he wrote it. Eric, 2 years. How about you? Merry Christmas. You and God, Eric. Anything?
Merry Christmas. Yeah, I mean, just when I got sober, now actually almost 3 years ago now, I've started meditating every day, and I consider myself a Buddhist, so I don't really believe in like a God per se, but definitely a higher power.
Yeah.
And a couple things occurred to me as people were talking that like just somebody mentioned willingness, and like just when I got sober, I just had a new willingness to be open to spirituality, and I used to be much more cynical. So like that openness, I think, has really supported my recovery, just because I've kind of felt myself being more compassionate to other people and myself, and just kind of fostering like mindfulness and things like that, which help me stay in the present moment and deal with stressors as they arise. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
a really interesting discussion. Thanks for the topic and calling on me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, we had that's the big question, what is God? And
Yeah,
and Father Terry says, well, God is a verb, and this our definition here in AA, higher power, can
absolutely.
work for anybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, 100%. Glad you're here. Love the background. Um, how about you, Maurice? Where are you calling from? How long are you sober and doing any good?
Yeah, calling from Ireland. Sobriety date February 2007. Yeah, doing well.
You've been to this meeting before?
No, I haven't.
Okay. How long are you sober now?
Since, well, I'm sober since this morning,
Oh, okay.
but I first came to the fellowship in February 2007, and I
2006.
haven't had a drink since that date. Through the grace of God, a higher power that I call God.
Well, glad you're here. Must be midnight in Ireland. And Merry Christmas to you, and glad to have you.
Many happy returns. Yeah.
So you have God in your life, huh? He replaced the alcohol.
Certainly, I wouldn't have peace of mind if I didn't do, and that's why I invite a power greater myself into my life. When I wake every morning, it's the first thing I do. Ask to be relieved of the bondage of self and to try and better do His will for me. And yeah, most days I'm able to do that, but self will can take over at times, and ego, pride, ego, those are things I have to watch out for. Yeah, all in all, it's good. Yeah, I give
Good.
thanks before I go to sleep tonight.
Thank you. What do you do now? Are you working? Are you retired or what?
I'm retired. I'm 77 years of age. I love doing physical work.
No.
Do a lot of walking. Keep fit.
Well, you're
Physical.
1 year younger than I am, almost 2 years.
Yeah,
I'm 78, soon to be
yeah.
79.
Well done.
Ha!
Yeah,
It, it helps when you don't drink, I'll tell you that.
certainly does.
Let's go to Lori. How about you, Lori? You and God, how are you doing there?
Surprisingly well. That's what's made me quit going to AA before is because I couldn't grasp that higher power thing.
Mhm.
And I'm so willing that I have been able to seriously pray and meditate. And I've had a lot of God moments, but I can't say that I feel that personal relationship yet. But I haven't been practicing very long either. But I've had so much to be grateful for and so many good things happen that I know it's got to be. I mean, I was going to use AA as my higher power, but it's not AA that's doing this, it's God. And I've got a baby that's coming home, not my baby, my grandbaby, coming home from the NICU after being there for 4.5 months tomorrow. We just found that out.
Mhm.
But anyway, something new every day.
Yeah, the thing about God is the more as we try to reach out to God, ask God to show himself to us, it starts to happen, and we just make note of every coincidental moment that's a God moment, make a note of it. And then slowly but surely, he just keeps coming into your life, into your being, until you realize that you feel the presence of God. Um, Naaman, how about you?
Naaman, grateful to be a recovering alcoholic. Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
As
Mary.
far as the relationship with God, I'm more in that process of opening up and seeing those coincidences, kind of like Lori's saying, kind of new into it.
Yeah.
I've been doing the walking and the different types of meditation. I've been exploring, some of the ones you've given me in the class, and then some other ones too. And starting to see some of that stuff. Like I know that, like I feel like I like conquered cigarettes, not smoking like years ago, like 7 years ago and stuff. But I'm like, I definitely feel like it was definitely God or higher power that took away, me wanting to drink. And that was a couple years ago. And I definitely is seeing now, the more I hear from other people, that I can't attribute that to myself. That was definitely some kind of an intervention. So, and I'm really thankful for that. And me getting in trouble and stuff, I think it was like a kind of, a way to make me slow down. I'd much rather be pulling service in the streets of, Rochester, doing plumbing work and helping people. But I guess this is my time to spend with my dogs and work on myself. So I'm thankful for that.
Perfect. Thank you. Go ahead, Sam. You and God. How are you doing?
Hey, Jan, I'm doing well, thank you. Sam, grateful alcoholic. For me, growing up, I had a very complicated relationship with God. I grew up in a household where God was the, I guess the quote of the gotcha God, the one that would punish you for sinning or having unbeknownst thoughts or bad behavior in
Wait,
general.
I have a question for you. Wait. So
Send it.
right now, since you've been coming to
Mhm.
this meeting and since we're
Yeah.
talking about anything going on with you and God right now,
Yes,
what
I've
is it?
become.
What is it? What is happening?
God has become my steadfast supporter because, as you know, with my knee and surgery, etc., I feel like this is a test from God, but also a opportunity. It has kept me from going out and drinking, from buying alcohol, hiding alcohol, breaking down and essentially losing my sobriety. I think this is a blessing from God. So yes, God is watching over me, even through trials and tribulations, as with my current
And
situation.
anything happening inside?
Yes, I feel like God's spirit, the Holy Spirit's inside of me. I think, well, not like directly talking to me, but I feel God's energy, if you will. Like I don't get like those messages, if that means anything to anybody. I get that
You haven't
sense
had a
of warmth.
Beethoven's Ninth Symphony moment yet,
No, not yet. No,
but you
but I do
will.
feel I will.
You
I believe
will.
I will.
You will. You will.
Yes.
I guarantee you.
Thank you.
All right. Ron, how about you and God? How's it going? Anything?
I'm Ron. I'm an alcoholic. Yeah, I think that relationship is growing. I'm still trying to clear away the wreckage of my past and foster that growth of that relationship. I think that comes from doing the 12-step process by seeking. I mean, I do seek his guidance each morning, and I've slowly started looking at my day a little bit more where I could have done better. But like the gentleman said, I start each day with kind of the third step prayer and just ask him to relieve me of the bondage of self and
You
not
feel
take a
God?
drink. It's a
You feel?
miracle that I haven't drank in 97 days. So God's doing for me what I could not do for myself when I tried before.
Does He speak to you?
Yes, I think my conscience is God speaking to me. I think I know when I'm doing wrong and doing right. I'm aware of when I've hurt other people, and alcohol just allowed me to disregard other people's feelings. Where now, sober, it bothers me.
Yeah.
I think
It,
that's God letting me know that I might owe this person an apology. I have to I have to ask for the strength to do that as well because of myself. I'm still selfish and self-centered, but it's much easier.
yeah.
Matter of fact, so that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, we don't shy away from God. That's what we're talking about. God can reach into us and speak to us. And that's what we're talking about it here in this meeting, and we often do. It's like um, the healing power of God in AA is tremendous. It is what makes the entire AA program work. This this power. Um, Andrea, how about you and God? How are you doing? Anything on this Christmas day?
I don't know. I've been dealing with people that are ungrateful, and I'm trying to be in the spirit of Christmas, and just people that are miserable. They'd rather be somewhere else doing something else, and
Can you
they've
get
been.
away from them and be alone and pray?
I'm here by myself, and I shut my phone down,
Huh?
and I'm gonna go to meetings all night long. I don't feel good anyway. My head is blocked. I still have coming back from pneumonia,
Mhm.
and I'm all right though.
Well,
I'm glad I,
you've had entered the realm of the spirit in this meeting right here. And
yeah, I'm here
welcome
for
to a
everybody.
Newcomer Slippers Step Workshop. If you come to this meeting every day, I assure you in 2 weeks you will feel better. Come here for 5 days and we'll hand deliver an AA program to you.
That
Miracles happen in this meeting. In this meeting right here, miracles happen. Healing, great healings take place here. So the worse you feel, the better prepared you are for this particular meeting because we have the Spirit of God working.
I want
Uh,
to write him a letter,
uh,
Christ, my higher power.
yep, of
Yeah,
course, of course. God bless you. Merry Christmas too.
thank you. God
Kyle,
bless everyone.
seven days. Kyle, how about you and God? How are you doing? Is Kyle? I think Kyle's someplace. Oh, Harry says Kyle can't talk, or he might be asleep. And what Harry, you must be Mark. You must be a sponsor, huh? Okay, no problem. Um, let's see. Kyle 7 days. Harry 7 days. What the hell's going on here? Harry, did we talk to you yet? Two guys. Oh, Harry's in Oklahoma. Kyle's in Oklahoma. Harry's in the United Kingdom. Cool. All right. And Ryan, 2 weeks. And Ryan, how are you doing this Christmas Day? Anything going on with you and God or no?
Growing up, God was a big part of my life. Go to church every Sunday. Um, and then, growing up, just get busier and busier, and it became less of a priority. But last night, I was watching the Christmas Eve service with my parents, and it
Hmm.
just kind of looked around and just felt a calming presence. Everything felt just normal, natural, and just a calm feeling. But definitely, uh, it life gets busy, and you just have to make that a priority.
Yeah, it takes a bit of time. It happens kind of slowly. The fact that you're coming here every day, that's a big deal right there, and try to make it through these days, sober if we can, Um,
Yes.
we try to stay sober. Are you working now? Do you have a job now or no?
Not right now.
Yeah. Okay. Um, so, just keep coming. And well, as they say, it does get better.
Mhm.
I mean, look at me. I lost everything. The doesn't have to happen to everybody, but I mean, I pretty much did. By the time I was by the time I was 22, I was married, divorced, lost house, car, job, kids, money, everything, and I was bouncing around like a gypsy. And I eventually got it all back. Took some time, and the one thing is I quit drinking and I kept coming to AA. The one thing I never did is I did not stop coming to AA. That's the big mistake. When you see people in here, I say, well, what happened to you? And they say, I stopped going to meetings. Yeah, so that's we have people that come through here. They'll come in here for a while, get off probation or whatever the hell they have going on, and bam, they're right back in the bottle. That bottle beckons to you when you stop coming here. Um, and you keep coming. It does take a bit of time sometimes, you know, um, and it all turns out well for those of us. I haven't met anybody yet in here who ends up with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years sober where it didn't end up well. It just does. Uh, hey, who did I miss here? Aaron, anybody? Mm, la, la, la. We'll ask my old friend Jeff. Hey, Jeff, did it end up well for you?
Yes, it did, Jeff Alcoholic, because I have been granted to hijack what Sam and Ron alluded to, the ultimate source for power, excuse me, for healing and direction. You know, if I would only, if I just would only tap into it. So I have to tap into that and keep that with me, because if left to my own devices, if I don't think it in that sort of way, then I get back into my self-centeredness, my selfishness, and my own limited outlook on things. But it's there. I know it's there. I feel it when I'll just tap into it. But I must continue to keep myself on center there. Thank you. Yeah, it works.
Hey, Joe, did I call on you?
Yes, you did, sir.
Don't call me sir.
Sorry, dog.
Are you at your husband's house?
Ex-husband's and I'm home.
Oh, yeah, how did that go?
I almost started crying once, but he pretended not to notice.
Oh, yeah, well, it's Christmas. Everybody cries on Christmas.
Yeah, nah. He knew it wasn't that, but he didn't say anything.
Well, that's good. And you stayed sober.
Yes. But he doesn't drink or have alcohol, so going there doesn't make me drink at all.
Who's Meredith?
No, he doesn't. I just said he doesn't drink, so going there doesn't make me
Oh, okay, that's good.
It doesn't not make me want to, but there's nothing there to drink.
Ha! So much fun. Did you have a fun day or not? What are you doing now?
It was fun. Claire and I are watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Well, I'm not watching it at the moment, but
Claire's your daughter. How old is Claire?
She turned 15 last week.
That figures, okay. That's a perfect song there.
It is.
I don't know. Hey, Aaron, how about you? Did you have a nice Christmas or not?
My son and his girlfriend are on their way over now. So I've just been hanging out really.
Are you gonna have turkey or ham or anything or what?
Prime rib and crab, and I made a bouillabaisse yesterday, and bread and mashed potatoes, scalloped potatoes, asparagus.
You're in Oregon, right?
Yes.
You know, I have my private jets parked out at the airport. Do you have an airport near your house?
Yes.
Can I come over?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that food sounds too much. You know what happens? You get sober in AA and then you get rich. You end up with a lot of money and you have a private jet and you live in
Let's
Boulder.
hope that happens to me.
Yeah, but you know, I think it's probably at least 3 hours to fly to Oregon from here.
Mhm.
If I went past Mach 1, but that's illegal as hell. That's a lie. I don't have a jet. I know people that do. I won't let them in this meeting.
God.
So get your son to help you with your computer too when he gets there.
Oh, I will. That's a good plan. But you know what? You forgot Rebecca
Where is she?
right next to me, and at least on my screen.
She's not next. Oh, there she is. Rebecca, thank you for telling me. I mean, you guys have to help me. Rebecca, oh my God, have you had a nice Christmas yet?
Thanks, Aaron. I texted them. Hi, Rebecca, alcoholic. Yeah, so I know that God for me is certainly not self. I don't seek out situations where in the past I would have. So I do feel that God has taken care of me, and it becomes like JT said, it becomes a little more challenging at work. That's when you really have to just repeat prayers to yourself. And I think what I'm going to do from now on is before I go into work is read and pray in the car before I actually step in, so it's nice and fresh.
I think maybe you should probably do it at home before you get in your car. It can be dangerous praying in the car on the way to work. You can become slain in the spirit and then wreck your car. It happens to people. I swear to God, it does. It's better sometimes. I like what Matt does. He takes 15 minutes alone at home and does his prayer and meditation. That will be a push for you, but do it. Do it at home.
Yeah.
And
Anyway, so we had a really nice, Chris and I went out for dinner last night and it was really nice. I'm very grateful for that. The bar or drinks did not touch me at all, in any fashion. So I was really grateful for that.
You went to a restaurant?
Yeah, yeah.
Was it a nice restaurant or what?
Very nice, very nice. And it was a prefix, so it was already set, the menu, and you could choose, which is good for me because I can sit and obsess about a menu for half an hour and get annoyed at myself and get annoyed.
You must be a lot of fun to go out with.
Thanks for letting me share.
Oh, no, I love it. And then, so it wasn't a big drink down scene. It was more of a have dinner with a loved one kind of thing.
Exactly, 4:30, beautiful on the water, on Campo Beach, practically.
Oh my God, you're in Westport. That's right, I forgot.
Yeah.
I love it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's go back over to our old friend Jeff, man with a lot of time in A. Jeff, did you go out to did you have dinner on the beach at all, or did you have coffee this morning?
No, somebody made me, did a good salmon dinner, stuff like that. And,
Oh, salmon.
brought, so I had that started yesterday and finished. Yeah. Caribbean cooking, but it's right on the water, and and the hotels were doing so well with the beach, the beachfront serving. It was just great to see. I love to see people because they get, but the program is here. Puts the gratitude and the attitude, and where the things that we never would have thought about before we
Have an
have today.
attitude of gratitude.
Attitude of gratitude, yeah.
That's an AA saying right there, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. Oh, it works. It works.
Julie and her partner, Richard, came over from this group, and then we had a vegan dinner. Hey, Aaron, we had a vegan Christmas. You ever have a vegan turkey? Yeah, well, you never want to do that, I assure you. No, it was good. It was good. What? Honest to God, I felt like I was eating sticks and nuts. No, I'm just kidding. It was good, but it was vegan, all right. I'm having the last of the vegan this vegan LaCroix drink right here. No alcohol in that, I assure you. No, but it's fun to have somebody from here. Oh, there you go. See, somebody from here from this meeting. We had nice Christmas dinner. It's better to be with people in AA instead of being isolated and alone. I do that sometimes. I like the fact that Jeff you were with your lady friend, Jeff. You guys had
Yeah,
dinner
well,
together.
yes, yes.
I'm just gonna call you for just to say goodnight, pretty much.
But are you talking to me, or are you like talking to your ex-husband?
Oh, I am saying giving love songs to my ex-husband. I'm sorry. Usually you
Just try to butt out. I was getting into a deep moment there. Sometimes I'm alone and isolated, and that's not a good thing to do, Jeff, is it?
No, when we first come in the room, they say don't isolate. But I find that like even if I am alone, she just brings it and leaves or whatever because she's busy.
Uh-huh.
Has to go, has to go to work. It's like there's a connection. And in AA we can be like Reisman of the Lonely Crowd years ago. We could be in a crowd of people before we come into AA. We're totally isolated. So
Yeah. I would be isolated in a bar. I'd be alone in a bar.
Yeah.
I could be in a room and alone like everybody else.
Yeah.
But that's why I have the people from Meals on Wheels. They bring over these great dinners. They're really good. You have to pay for them. So then I get to visit with people every day and the neighbors. And we come to this meeting each day, which is good. Did I forget did I miss anybody else in here? Hey, Aaron, you want to read the promises? Hey.
My name is Erin and I am an alcoholic. These are the promises of Alcoholics Anonymous. If we are painstaking about this phase of our development, we will be amazed before we are halfway through. We are going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. We will not regret the past, nor wish to shut the door on it. We will comprehend the word serenity and we will know peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook on life will change. Fear of people and economic insecurity will leave us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us. We will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. Are these extravagant promises? We think not. They're being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. They will always materialize if we work for them.
All right. Well, thank you. We'll close with the serenity prayer. Goes like this. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So this meeting is officially over.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. What a meeting. Oh my God. What a
That's
riot.
great.
I know, isn't it?
Man, that was on the deep side. Woo.
we talked about God, and then
That's very good. Yes.
healing, gratitude.
You know, it's so meaningful. I mean, I got up a half a dozen people weighing in, and all of a sudden, it's become so meaningful. You know. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Yeah.
No, yeah. Everybody got to share. You having a
Christmas
nice
is
Christmas there, Lori? Are you good?
Had a really good Christmas. And I worked